Supreme Court will now be again functioning with its full sanction strength of 34 judges. Remember that recent retirements had left certain vacancies at the Supreme Court, basically 2 vacancies that would be filled now with the clearance of the President for the latest collegium recommendation of in fact 11th of July, which is where the Supreme Court had recommended the elevation of N. Kotiswar Singh, currently serving as the acting Chief Justice of the Jammu and Kashmir High Court, and Justice R. Mahadevan. Remember that Justice N. Kotiswar Singh, after taking oath as a judge of the Supreme Court, will be the first judge from the state of Manipur to be coming to the Supreme Court. In fact, while recommending his name to, in fact, for elevation at the Supreme Court of India, the collegium was conscious of the fact that this would increase the representation of the Northeast in the Supreme Court, judicial lobby. And not only that, very clearly Mr. R. Mahadevan, Justice R. Mahadevan, who hails from Tamil Nadu's backward classes, would in fact be providing a diversity to the bench. He hails from a backward class in Tamil Nadu, and hence the Supreme Court felt that since he is one of the senior most judges to be elevated, he is one of those senior most in the all India level. Hence, his elevation is something that could benefit, in fact, the Supreme Court and the Supreme Court Collegium as well. Now, very clearly and categorically, the Supreme Court would soon be having its full sanction strength, with a vacancy coming forth on September 1 when Justice Hema Kohli retires. Very clearly, the backlog of cases had been a big problem, and hence a full sanction strength of 34 judges at the topmost court of the country would provide benefit to, in fact, the Supreme Court and the litigants as well, because the case disposal rate would definitely get affected, and there would be more and more cases that could be disposed of with more and more judges on the benches. Now, very clearly at this particular point of time, the Supreme Court is functioning with 32 judges, and with these 2 vacancies filled up, the Supreme Court would come back to its full sanction strength of 34 judges, though there have been a lot of demands that the judges in the Supreme Court should be increased. However, the government is still to take up this particular issue in the Parliament. The Parliament is yet to decide on the same. But at this particular point of time, the Supreme Court getting its full sanction strength would be a beneficial hope for each and every one of us.